Okay, so there has been a lot of things going on. In the last clip, I was riding my bike with the GoPro chest mount over to Pete's house to cut down my bars, which I did do that. The bars have been cut, and I think they're fitting a lot better. The GoPro died immediately, and I didn't really film at Pete's house because he's got babies and whatnot. But then I went to the co-op and found this piece. This is a wolf tooth 110 BCD 36 tooth narrow wide chain ring. And this might have just changed the build, because instead of keeping the 3x, I'm thinking I'm just going to run the Dior derailleur with one of these friction shifters and the wolf tooth chainring. This thing was 20 bucks. So I picked up that. I picked up 2 shifters because I wasn't sure what my setup was going to be. These shifters were $8 a piece. I picked up these ergon grips, little single side lock-ons, because I didn't like the WTBs. I picked up these Odyssey Twisted BMX pedals. They could definitely use a bit of a cleanup, so I'll clean those up a bit. But these actually kind of match the Trek logo. So I think that was everything I bought. Oh yeah, and then I got this headset spacer that is going to be our cable hanger, because the front brake used to go through the stem. The front brake now will go through this headset spacer. Okay, here we are so far. I am liking it, but it needs some more. Alright, so it's been a little while now, a couple days probably since those last clips, and I'm ready to get after it again. I ended up putting the chain on. This is the original chain, and it's gonna work. The length and everything seems to be a-okay, which is a plus. What I have decided though, I rolled around on it a little bit, and this stem is too short and too low. I like the way it looks, but if I'm gonna reasonably set it up for me to ride, I'd like a little more rise and reach with that much of a swoopy bar. So the goal today is sort out the cockpit and at least run a shift cable. We'll see if I want to mess with the brakes today. For now, I also am not too keen on this handlebar setup for the controls. I just feel like these levers are kind of too mountain bikey, too aggressive for what we have going on. And this friction shifter also, I think I want to try the other one I got. This one seems like it might be kind of wonky. Alright, so here are some parts I have to change up the cockpit. Longer stem with more rise, a Suntour thummy shifter, and some Diacomp levers that are hopefully going to be a bit more elegant. I got the canteen hanger installed in the headset as well, so we can run the brake as needed. And I think this stem should put us in a better riding position. More level with the saddle height, and just overall a bit more cruisy of steering. Looks like this is a 130. So long stem to make up for these super long bars. I also have a little bit more confidence in this stem than the other one. Okay. I'm not actually sure how this dummy is supposed to go. Okay, so here's a new brake setup. I think it's gonna work. I really have only set up a friction shifter one other time, but I'm pretty happy with this fit. It's definitely gonna be more upright and farther away. With that short stem, my knees were really getting close to the ends of the bars. So I have the friction on the bottom, which is how I'm running it on my Bridgestone, and I like it. I've never had to do this before, but the derailleur cable was so short that it just barely clamped the end of it, which is unfortunate. Because, like, I left some cable in the front, but it's not crazy long. And somehow, out of 3 derailleur cables I had, the longest one still just barely reached. That was kind of frustrating. But I think these levers will look a lot nicer with the build. More elegant. And, yeah, so we'll run some brakes. Alright, the bike came together. There was definitely some trials and tribulations. Cable length for the rear derailleur. Getting the levers to work the way I wanted them to, but we're in pretty good shape. I think I'm going to take a break for tonight. And then kind of next phase will be accessorizing.